Sony bought. Wow, I almost said Activision Blizzard. Okay, I ruined the intro again. But Sony bought Bungie. It's Retaliation season. Uh, uh, it's gonna be a good time for gaming. But more importantly, though, it has been reported that they basically nothing's gonna change, and that's probably the best news of all for Bungie anyway.
Yeah. Yeah,
Actually,
Destiny's staying on every platform, they're not pulling it or anything. So
no, you know this more than I do, and you were telling me this before, like earlier today. But you said that Destiny 2 has a more active player base than WoW does.
I think when they announced like the new expansion, they said that their player count was like ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, 38.8 million. What was WoW when we looked it up last week?
Wow, I had no idea that many active players.
WoW, or no, it averages a 700,000 daily user. So
and Bungie said it was millions daily.
38 million players like concurrent,
Okay.
but 700,000 people log on daily to play it.
Yeah, but like it has to be less maintenance, or it has to be more cost effective for Bungie, because you're not having like a monster server hosting all these players in the same place.
And it's also free to play. Like it's an MMO where you have to buy the expansions, but it's still like free to play the game.
Destiny 2 went free to play?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Last year when Beyond Light came out, that expansion.
Oh, that was a smart move. So really they have no plans for Destiny 3?
They have 3 more expansions planned, and they do one big expansion each year, and then like seasons they're called. So they're good till like 2025 or something like that, they said.
Gotcha.
And then they're apparently working on a new IP. So like a whole new game besides Destiny. So
I was trying to think of a synonym for a Halo, but I couldn't. Oh, Ring. There we go. Like
Rings.
Yeah,
you're
Rings.
Sonic in space with a gun, and you're just
and it
hunting
has like
down the Chaos Emeralds.
It has like the Halo thing, but like in reverse instead of like.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a pretty safe buy. It's low cost. I think 3.6 billion isn't anything like Activision Blizzard. It's a basically. I mean, I guess by what you're saying, it's a live service, right? I mean, that's what it's considered now.
Yeah,
like just a live service. That's a pretty safe buy. Now, I was reading earlier that like they, I'm not sure if it's reported or it was more of an educated guess that Sony's looking at buying EA.
That's like the rumor floating around. It was like EA and Square Enix is the other one.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, I get it's a rumor, but like, what other choice? Like in comparison to Activision Blizzard, like really, it's only EA. Oh no, Ubisoft was another one. That was like the third one. Yeah, it's right. Like it's only like those 3 that arguably could kind of match Activision Blizzard on a scale wise, like to even it out. Because I mean, this doesn't even it out, but it does help Sony's portfolio, and I assume it's going to give more like goodies to PlayStation users, like little things,
right.
Yeah. But if they bought EA, I was gonna say even with Bungie, I don't think it would top sales, but
they would have to like scoop up like everybody else. They would have to buy like EA, Ubisoft, Square Enix, and like Capcom, and like that would cap the market. See, I don't know, right? Because I was thinking about this today, right? Like other than Call of Duty, Activision kind of is like dog poopy. Like they don't really make like good games anymore. It's really the Blizzard side that's bringing in all the revenue for them. Right.
Well,
so, Crash is decent. Spyro they killed with Skylanders. Tony Hawk, they had to remake old games to make it relevant again.
Apparently the Overwatch community is still like very much alive. So there's gonna be Overwatch 2.
And that's Blizzard. That's the Blizzard side. like on the Activision side, okay. all their IPs are dead. Guitar Hero's dead. Tony Hawk's like, I don't count a remaster. Yeah. There's literally been like Crash 4 and Call of Duty, and that's it.
That's all they need. I mean, like
Call
not
of Duty is all they need, really.
right,
Yeah.
jokingly / not jokingly, like like Activision is. Oh wait, Sekiro was was from Activision.
It was so that was like an article I read when they bought them. It was published by Activision, but From Software still owns the rights, so it's still a FromSoft game.
I just want to clarify.
It's not an Xbox game.
There was a weird glitch that just happened with the audio again for like a half of a second, where it just like repeated. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. I just wanted to apologize. I don't know why that's happening. So basically, like they kind of like just like sprinkled some water on Sekiro. It's like, okay, we kind of helped.
Right.
Yeah. Like we, and they published it, but they didn't actually like make it or do anything. Well,
FromSoft made the whole game.
Right. I mean, we don't have to rehash what Activision itself could do, but Activision did have prototype that could something they could revive. But yeah, Activision is mostly a publisher or.
Right.
I guess mostly a publisher. Like, I mean, apparently, I didn't know this, but Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 was published by Activision.
Is it really?
Yeah, looking at the list, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Sony were to buy up EA, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, EA has a better catalog of games versus Activision, I think. Like, they have the sports games. Yeah. They have Battlefield. They have Need for Speed. They have, like...
BioWare, which would have Mass Effect.
BioWare, which would be huge, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that would be, like, a big... I think it would be a close fight at that point. If they were to get EA and Ubisoft, then it'd be... I honestly think it wouldn't even matter that they own Activision, because those two alone would be good. Because then they'd have Assassin's Creed and all Siege.
I assume because Ubisoft has their own like Ubisoft subscription service and no one actually cares about, I assume that they aren't looking to sell. I don't even think EA is looking to sell. Like even if Battlefield did terribly, right? Activision Blizzard was a really weird case of a Titan falling and needing to get saved. Like they needed it.
Yeah. They were gonna die.
Right. Like Bungie didn't need it, but it was a safe buy. Like it was smart. Bungie isn't like hammering, isn't like bleeding money or anything like that.
Right. And Bungie just fought 2 years ago to get away from Activision.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Right. Like they're like, get away from us. We have a restraining order. We don't want you anymore. And then it's like
Papa Sony is going to protect us.
Papa Sony, please, Sony. And I mean, again, I didn't see any reports that Bungie was looking to be sold, but maybe I said Bungie. For some reason I thought I said Sony, but if they weren't looking to be sold, I guess Sony just went out of their way and just thought it was a good buy. But like you said, you need like the level of EA and Ubisoft to really match Activision Blizzard. Still not. I mean, the good news is that again, this doesn't change really anything if they plan on keeping it, on all systems that it's already on and not taking it off anything. Right. But we don't know about Destiny 3.
Right, or whatever their other IP is that they're making. So
yeah, rings. It rings. So let us know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a good buy? Do you think it means kind of nothing? Do you think it's retaliation? Let us know in the comments anywhere on the internet, including our website and YouTube and Twitter and TikTok. And you can mail to us. I mean, we don't have a mailing address yet, but if we did,
I never get mail. I'll set up a PO box.
I wish I didn't get mail. I hate getting bills. I forgot to put this into the article list, but I mentioned it off. I like to mention off stream, off camera, that G4 is being accused of view botting, and it's so sad. It's so sad.
I'm calling it now. I think by March, G4 is going to be gone.
By March?
By March, April.
I'm gonna say August. I'm gonna say that like advertisers might still believe that it can like garnish some view, like a fair amount of views, but at some point they're gonna be like, this ain't viable, Chief. So just to give some context, besides the whole Frost situation, it was recently. I think it might have been yesterday before this episode airs. that they have this dungeon, they have this live Dungeons and Dragons thing like Critical Role does. And I watched it like the first time. It was really cringy, personally speaking, but hey, it's each their own. And it like on Twitch, it averaged about like 5,000 viewers, which I mean, for someone as big as them, they need a lot more. But like that's just fine. That's like their average, right? And then one day, they magically get 30,000 viewers, just like out of the blue, out of the blue. And they're like celebrating, like, oh my God, we have 30,000 viewers, thanks everyone so much. And then it immediately went down back to 5,000. And during that time, people were calling out G4 saying like, I think there's a view botting. This doesn't make any sense. Like yeah. even if like when I used to stream on Twitch, like I, in the very, very few times I got rated by someone with like 100+ viewers, like maybe I got like 5 followers, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, especially for a small time. But right. I mean, unless someone rated G4 for like 100,000 viewers and then 25,000 stayed, something's really sus. And that's just not a good look. G4 did not need this negative publicity after everything that's already happened. And they just like refused to back down and not even apologize, but just like admit that might have been a mistake in some way, or like they should have phrased it differently, or it's like well, either way, I hope they're not view botting, but if they are, that's a real shame. And I was researching this, which is hypocritical because I'm going to forget the name. The guy from Attack of the Show, the one who was like opposite of, I want to say
Pereira.
Yeah. He was accused of view botting when he like live streamed on Twitch like years ago. I mean, and he literally pled guilty to it. Like he came out and said, yeah, like I made a mistake and I was using view bots.
Right.
Which is not a good look. That's I'm surprised they hired someone like that. I mean, I get he was part of the original crew, and I get that, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't want someone on my network that was already. No. It's like imagine. It's like imagine you're gonna date a girl, but she has an active history of cheating. Like who's to blame? You because you knew she cheated and you thought you were different,
and ignored it.
Yeah, and ignored it, or her because she's an active cheater. Yeah, I'm calling out all the females out there who cheat. Breaking my heart.
Yeah,
God, I can't do it. Let's start breaking out. Just like, what, Veronica? What? Come back to me. Nah, that's a made up word. I made up a made up person. I never dated anyone named Veronica.
Well, maybe you could fix your heart by having Pokimane sign a contract with it.
But with us, we're starting a streaming service just for Pokimane. It's going to be called Pokimane Watch, and it's gonna be on Orange Tube. It's gonna be.
Dude, I swear, I hope she goes and streams on Orange Tube. That'd be so great.
I took that joke from my co-host for what it's worth. I full disclosure, he said it before this stream and I just took it and it was wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is very weird. Pokimane, her contract ended with Twitch. Now usually that's not really big news because streamers will just like either re-sign for higher, payments and stuff like that, but since Mixer's gone, which means less competition, which realistically means there's just Twitch and YouTube. I guess there's Facebook gaming, but who really uses Facebook gaming? Seriously, who?
Like nobody anymore. And like who goes and watches streams on Facebook? You can't do that on your system or anything really. I don't know.
Of all the times
it seems weird.
I've been on Facebook, which unfortunately is more than I like to admit. I haven't seen like a live button. I haven't seen like a catalog. Like I've seen like suggested to me in like a normal feed, but I never see like a dedicated option to it. I just think they do a piss poor job of advertising that they stream games, but I digress. So Pokimane tweeted out that after a wild 2 years, my Twitch contract ends today. I'll see you guys February 8th for the next chapter. Now, this could just mean she's going to re-sign the contract, but why would she word it like that? I'll see you guys for the next chapter.
Right.
But I don't know where she could go. I mean, I'm sure she's so wealthy that she could probably start her own but that's such an intense gamble.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's either going to be Twitch or YouTube.
But I mean, she wouldn't have.
It's probably going to just switch over to YouTube. I would
My,
also be pissed if I just subscribed to her, by the way, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm leaving Twitch." Like, what?
mind you, like only big streamers get contracts, and that's just for Twitch to hold them, and so they can't like just randomly leave and go to YouTube. But
Right.
those are the only two options, which is actually why I miss Mixer. I thought it was great. It's just
Yeah,
it
it was
wasn't
nice
implemented
competition.
well. Yeah, like really for good competition you need three or more. Like just having one or the other, which is one or two, all right, I guess up to two, is not really healthy because then it's like you literally are forced between one or the other, and it's hard to get for yourself to get a better deal out of that, unless and unless like they are both actively fighting for you. But if there's a third in the mix, then yes, like that makes one, there's more people to fight for you, but two, it just there's a wider variety of options. It's
Right.
it's like you go car shopping. You don't just like immediately go, I want one or two cars. Like you usually cast a wide net and see what works best for you. Oh, speaking of that, I'm not sure if it was last episode or the episode before. I made a comment that like about how like I forgot the reference, but basically I made a comment that the like wouldn't it be weird if like the NFL started um like I'm not sure if it was not Super Bowl, like season one of football like in March, and then coincidentally that's actually true, and I made a stupid comment. That's why I should never make analogies for things I have no business in. I made
Right.
a so I just want to apologize for that. I realized after the fact I was like uh like lame. Lame. So now back to this though. Yeah, so she was on Mixer. She was paid to be on Mixer, and then it died.
Right. Yeah.
So, like you said, there's only two options, I guess. I mean, Disguised Toast was on Facebook Gaming, and then I think he literally like jumped ship the second he could.
Right. Yeah, I know. Like, he was on there. Stone Mountain's on there. He does like Battlefield streams and Call of Duty and stuff. Simple Flips that I watched like a ton. He was on there for a while, but apparently their like contract was like stupid or something like that, so he got out of it.
Which
So
is, I was gonna say which is weird because Facebook makes the most out of all of them, but I actually would
right.
imagine Amazon makes more now, or at least like in a hierarchy, you know.
Right.
But I don't know what Facebook's net worth anymore is because it's kind of
Yeah.
slowly dying until it converts into the metaverse. In which case, I'll
Right.
it,
Then it'll
it
boom.
right. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. Oh, I like that article you sent. I'll read that in a minute. But like I said, with Pokimane, people are kind of freaking out about it, especially because she's taking like I guess a small break, and then February 8th is when we'll know more.
Right.
I mean, and some are speculating she's gonna retire, which is totally plausible. Like,
Oh, she could do whatever she doesn't need to do anything else in her life.
right?
She could buy up a couple of like closed businesses like other streamers do, and that's it.
Didn't the lead singer Paramore do that? Isn't she like the? Isn't she a clothing like she owns a clothing line or
Oh yeah.
business?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's smart. I totally understand it.
Oh yeah. It's
Like
easy money.
like streaming video games is fun, but streaming in general is always taxing because you kind of need to have like a personality. Kind of. I mean, it depends on the person. I mean, personally, I can't stand overhyped cringe. It drives me crazy. Like when someone's like, I'm not even gonna impersonate it, but my point is like it just seems fake. Versus
Oh yeah.
like Trick 2G. I mean, it's kind of who he is. He just kind of like explodes, and to me, that's something I like watching. I barely even watch Twitch, mind you. I just put something on before I go to bed, and I hear the screaming of a man child.
Yeah.
But for her, I mean, have you ever watched one of her streams? I haven't, so I can't really tell what.
Who, Pokimane?
Yeah,
No. I've seen her. I've watched like critical streams and she'll be there when like Among Us way back, but
it did it again. This is weird.
I don't know.
Like it's like for 0.2
Uh
seconds.
yeah, they like when they played Among Us all together, I saw that, but she just like I don't know. She sounded annoying. so I didn't like.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair. I mean, that's not even criticism.
I don't know
her.
what she streams or anything. Right. It's not a criticism or anything. I don't think I'd enjoy watching her.
Right. I don't want to sound terrible when I say this, but it really kills me when I know people who watch streamers because they look attractive. It drives me crazy.
Right.
I just like
that too.
Like it just seems so gross. Like I just like why? Like that's the content to look at a face, because I know plenty of websites where you can they'll do specific acts if you look hard enough.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying, like, Pokimane, like, I just don't think you should watch someone for looks. I think that's kind of ridiculous. But unfortunately, for women, at least when streaming, like that's just the audience. And I don't blame them. In fact, I don't blame them if they abuse that. Like, it financially makes total sense. You want as many viewers as possible, and you know, if you know unfortunately your viewers are like these 50-year-old sweaty dudes that like oh, yeah, like that, you know.
She showed her toe on stream.
She has armpit hair. like you know, like that's a problem. I think it's kind of gross, to be honest, but I just Googled her, like, just to see like what she does for streaming, and it's variety streaming, which I figured out. Yeah, I figured from the start, but
okay.
I like the where is it? I like the cringe articles it relates to her, where it's like, Pokimane try to talk to me ... Pokimane puts Ninja on blast ... Like it's always
did we talk about that? How Ninja's wife was doing her?
Yeah.
Take it away. It's about that guy who rated. I think we talked about that. The guy who rated her, and they were all like they were harassing her and stuff.
I feel like we didn't.
I don't know if we talked about it on stream or not.
Gotcha.
But anyway, like, Ninja commented on it, and he was like, he apparently called her the B word.
Oh,
and then
beautiful.
Well, he did that, and then she like just explained the situation about what happened.
Right.
And then he messaged her and was like, "Hey, you know, you can't say this stuff. This is defamation of character. You know, we're suing you. Whatever." It was like such nonsense.
Yeah, it was really petty. At least from Ninja's point. Yeah, like I brought up so just to clarify, Ninja's wife is his manager, and she sent they communicated on Twitter. She said, "We are considering everything defamation of character at this point, and are getting our legal team involved. You are spewing lies to tens of thousands of people. You know Twitch. You claim to know his rep." I'm not going to go through this paragraph, but I just want to point out. Really? I mean, like, you have...
Ninja doesn't need help with anything.
I know, exactly.
He doesn't need money. He doesn't need anything.
Like, imagine...
He needs to go see a therapist or something, because he looks like a crackhead now. But, like...
You make multi-million dollars, and you're like...
Right.
You told 10,000 people that I said a mean word. Like, dude, get over yourself. Wow.
Right.
And so just to get a little more context, basically, I don't. Do you know the name of the guy who got like hate rated her?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, like this streamer, he basically hate rated her. He got banned, mind you. And like Ninja basically not defended him, but like he apparently sent out a message that like he was gonna try his best to like get him unbanned or suspended. Right. And you know, and like Pokimane thought that was ridiculous because he literally this guy hate rated her. Which now I would argue. Now I didn't see the exact interaction of like what they're defining as hate rating, but I imagine it's a call to action to raid her stream with negative comments. Yeah, that's my best guess. That like it had to have been a call to action, and then it's like I understand if Pokimane said something on stream about like why isn't you doing this, or like called him something, but you're gonna get your legal team involved, like
right after you did that. Like, come on, what is wrong with you?
Like it's like two millionaires fighting over. I'll clarify. Pokimane's not in the wrong for like being defensive about getting hate rated. Like,
no, not at all.
Yeah, she's not in the wrong. Ninja, on the other hand, like is oddly acting like a baby for a multi-millionaire.
Right.
It's just weird. It was such a weird situation. I'm not sure. Did it resolve?
I don't know. I stopped hearing about it, so I assume nothing really came of it. I don't know if they actually like served her or whatever for like a court or something.
Oh, wait? So that went through.
I don't know. Nothing else ever came out about it, so.
I mean, it's just Twitch drama. Maybe they just kind of sold it outside of Twitch, or
Twitch stepped in and was like, guys, you're both stupid rich. What are you doing?
If I just felt like I said, children, you're both just awful. But again, Pokemon's really not on the wrong. Ninja oddly is. He's also a weird hypocrite. Like, he's just like, stop bullying. It's not cool. And there's like plenty of clips where he's just like, end it. Stop. Or like,
oh yeah.
Because that's what happens when you're a streamer / battle royale professional.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's so petty. I don't know. I feel like. Also, it's weird that his wife is his manager. I feel like it's like a conflict of interest, but
right.
It's like you said my husband bad words like ugly and weird. That's $20 million we lost. Yeah, I'm sure Ninja. Yeah. I'm sure, or unless there's such a huge impact that they had to sue, but like I don't know. I really wouldn't want to end up suing someone unless I lost so much out of it, right. Not rightfully so, because that's a lot of work to sue someone, and here you are just, and mind you, Ninja is still one of the top like streamers, ever.
Oh yeah.
So it's weird. I think the blue hair finally got to him.
Probably.
So anyway, yeah. So I'm sure Pokemon. Maybe she's becoming a lawyer. Maybe that's her next adventure.
She's taking down Ninja and becoming a Fortnite streamer.
You know what? I'll watch it. She has mine.
Yeah.
She has almost 4 million followers on Twitter.
Wow. Oh, I believe it.
And she has her work email. Hold on, I'm gonna. Dear Pokemon, please join the podcast to talk about your side.
Come on and explain the situation.
We have just enough viewers to justify it. We have no money to ask or to spend on you to be on the podcast. Yeah, to pay you to appear. Please just do it. Help us. Godspeed. Also, give me bathwater.
Yeah.
Oh God, do you remember that? That was so gross.
Belle Delphine.
What a
gal.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know what? Look.
She transitioned over to Orange YouTube.
Fully?
I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It works for some people.
Oh, wait. Was she banned from YouTube? It works for some people.
I don't know. The only content I've seen in the last year of hers is not going to be on YouTube.
Belle Delphine was permanently terminated from YouTube on November 20th due to portrayal of sexual content on her YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
Hold on. To go to Orange YouTube.
That's. I actually remember. I think I talked about this with the last co-host Brandon, and I didn't agree with it because like portraying sexual acts. Like that's ridiculous. Only not that she did or didn't do it, but like there's plenty of music videos by like Nicki Minaj or other big or even men too. Yeah. Like give me a break. Like if she's fully clothed up and following the guidelines in terms of like no nudity, and she put a good point. So in this tweet that she had on November 23rd, 2020, hey Team YouTube, why was my account terminated with no warning, no strikes, or sexual content when you allow and promote songs like WAP? Seems a little sus. That's totally fair. That is a totally fair argument. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just like
YouTube panders to these big corporations.
Oh yeah.
So
But it's really gross. It's gone to such a
oh yeah.
We all know that's why they took away the dislike counter. Like that's exactly why.
Yeah.
And it's a complete double standard. And I mean, you know what? Now that I know she's banned from YouTube, I'm gonna support her on OrangeTube. I'm gonna.
I'll buy the premium orange tube and support her.
Divorced my hand, YouTube. I'm done. You know what? I'm absolutely done with YouTube now. I'm going straight to OrangeTube. You can find her live stream
all I'm
there.
watching 24/7, and I'm just gonna lay there and pray.
What if we live stream our podcast, which everyone should totally follow, by the way, on OrangeTube? Like that's where we decide.
We could corner the market on there.
That'd be awesome.
Probably not many on there, right?
Yeah, that'd be wow. I think we just revolutionized it. So yeah, I mean, maybe you know what? If we see her transition to OrangeTube, we called it. No one else had this idea. No one else thought about this. It's on.
We're copywriting it. I'm gonna have my wife, who's our manager, sue you for defamation of character. All right. I'm dyeing my hair blue.
Oh, that's when you know the YouTubers like hit rock bottom. At some point,
they're in like midlife crisis mode. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm making too much money. I gotta change myself. Blue hair, green hair. You know, like imagine if they weren't YouTubers, would they still have these weird like midlife YouTube crisis? God, I hate making so much money working from home, making videos and playing video games.
Why am I so rich?
God, this is the worst. I'm not sure I'm a hypocrite, but I really think people who complain about YouTube like burnout have never held a real job in their life. You know what? I don't like going to a real job.
Are you kidding me?
You know, comparing to a real job, it's like the burnout is the first day you work to the last day you work. Like, you know,
right. Are you kidding me? And then they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'm burned out, so I'm gonna take my yacht to the Himalayan islands or something and really decompress," you know. And then they post 30 blogs the whole time they're there anyway. So it's like,
these poor YouTubers, but you know, it is what it is. Wow.
Thoughts and prayers their way. That really heals the soul.
You're telling me. This article kind of pissed me off, but Steam Deck, it now has over 100 verified games. Now,
did you see the list?
No, actually, I couldn't find it.
Oh, here, I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
It's annoying that I was just like skimming through it. So Battlefield 1, 5, and 4 work on it, but not 2042.
Well, verified means it's optimized. Like you can play other games on it. Yeah. Like Steam Deck verified means like you're basically playing the same version as the PC version, and it's going to be like you're, you know, like nothing is being compromised, basically.
All the Dark Souls work on it, which is nice.
Oh, that's cool, but okay, here's the thing though.
And Sekiro.
Steam has like thousands of games, and you're going to tell me that like you in this whole time you've only optimized or verified 100 games?
It's nothing like new. The newest game on this list is Madden 22. Like, what? Don't worry, Binding of Isaac works on it, so you can play that.
Right, but see, that's my point. This is like this is what I thought from the start, which is like it's a perfect indie machine, but you know, of course, there's gonna be compromises if you have
that.
Right. Well, to be fair though, the problem I have with the Switch is that even like on smaller games like man, why does it always escape me? Dead Cells. Like for me, when I see enough like explosions on the screen, it'll like drop a few frames, but it's only for like a second, so I let it pass. Right. That shouldn't happen, at least with indie games, just based on the specs. But it's making me nervous to buy it because again, I was expecting a lot more than 100 verified games, and like you said, a lot of these aren't like none of these are.
Sorry, the newest game is Hot Wheels Unleashed. That's the latest game that works on it.
Woo! All right. Nice.
Is it just whoever made this list that's testing just like terrible games, or like?
Well, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's on here. Perfect. Nice. It's just, but yeah, like, Where is it? Slay the Spire. Like, yeah, of course it's gonna run perfectly. It's an indie
It's
game
an indie game, right? Like Cuphead, Celeste.
Yeah.
Those games are pixelated. Come on, what are you?
Yeah, exactly. And hey, wait, where's the wait? Hold on a second. I could actually. There's 5. We have a couple games that aren't verified, or it does not support it at all, which is Arizona Sunshine, which is VR, Budget Cuts VR, Josh Allen VR, Persona 4 Golden, which doesn't support it yet, and The Blue, which is VR. So yes, it doesn't support VR games, which everyone knew because, like, obviously.
Tell me I can play my VR on it too. What the heck?
Anyone who thought you could, that's stupid. That's actually stupid. You like, even top end PCs, like VR is extremely demanding, like extremely demanding. And it's like, I want VR portably. You really want to carry like a giant travel kit for VR? Is that how dedicated you are?
You buy an Oculus Quest and that's it. That's the portable VR right now.
So. Wait, is that for my girlfriend was like looking about getting an Oculus Rift, and I thought it had to be connected to something, but it doesn't.
The Rift does. The Oculus Quest is the wireless one. You just need your phone and you download an app, and that's how you like transfer the games over to it.
Oh, that's cool.
But the Rift, you need a $3,000 to $4,000 computer to play. So.
I feel like this is going to be great for emulating games like portably.
Oh yeah, this is going to be used for more things not on Steam than anything else.
Right. Like, as much as I want to go back and play Battlefield 1 on this, I'm actually going to play Cats in Time. Thank God that's on this list.
Yeah, right. This list is just like so garbage. I don't know who made it. But, like, I'm going to play like League on it. I'm going to play like, dude, I'll play. I'm gonna buy one just to play RuneScape on it. Like,
dude,
that's my plan for it.
Cookie Clicker is on here.
Oh, thank God.
Like, Crimson Necrodancer, yeah, obviously you can look, hey, don't get me wrong, it's cool that the Dark Souls are on here. If now I want to see Elden Ring, that would be interesting. But again,
right, that's the problem. Is nothing newer is like being shown on it.
Right.
Even though in the cutscene or the screenshot too, like Master Chief Collection shown there, Ni no Kuni 2 is shown there, but they're not on that list being like playable.
Right. Like 60 of these games on this list we're looking at are verified, which is like basically perfectly optimized. And then 41 is playable. And it's like, all right, cool. Battlefield 4 is playable, but it's not optimized, and that game came out a fair amount of years ago at this point. So,
yeah,
you're losing me. I have a pre-order for it, at least the $5 down, but I'm very skeptical about continuing with it. I don't know where I stay with that. I like the idea of having a portable gaming machine without investing into a laptop. I like the idea a lot. And it'd be nice if I could do like actual Windows stuff on it. We might have to reinstall it. I don't know. It's just a crazy time we live in. So, if I do get it, maybe I'll do a review that like 8 people will watch because everyone else is doing it. But hey, who knows? Watch me. That's right. All right. So we got some good news. It's good news. Limited Run Games, which if you don't know is an amazing website that basically makes collector editions of primarily Switch games at this point, right?
They do like PlayStation and Xbox too. It depends on the game, really.
Oh, okay. I usually just see like Switch games. Is opening an 80s themed physical game store. That's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds sweet.
Yeah, I would love to go to that. Yeah, like where is it? Taking a small step, becoming the middleman itself by opening a retail store in North Carolina. The store's opening in April. And let's see here, 80 themes, approximately a 9-hour custom soundtrack. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a lot of music. Plans for staff picks, midnight launches, and an extensive trading card section. There's a lot going on here. So this is really interesting because, like, I'm sure right now GameStop isn't going to care. Like, it's like a one-off store. But if this blows up enough, Limited Runs, like they're the ones who make the deals with video game companies for collector's editions. So that way they don't have to shell out the money.
Right.
And Limited Runs does. And they make great collector's editions. Didn't you? I thought you said you had one pre-order, right? Is that you?
Yeah, I said it on the last episode. I spent $250 on the Master Edition for KOTOR. But and I bought the Scott Pilgrim one they did. Bless you.
Hey,
They did like a Scott Pilgrim one last year when they released that game. I've bought a couple through them, and they're great. So
side note, I literally have a mute button on my Steam Deck that I just refuse to use for some reason when I sneeze.
of course, of course.
I just forgot about it. Yeah, I mean, I never got one from them, but there were some that I wish I did, at least at the time.
Right.
I don't, but it's been a while. Do they have any goodies up now?
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, you
See what they
check.
got.
Check it. Where's the limited run version of Pokemon Legends Arceus?
I don't know. They don't really do like AAA. It's all like
Indie
like they're
games.
doing a physical edition for Monster Sanctuary. A
Yeah,
Boy
they
and
also
His
just yeah
Blob,
they also just do physical versions of games that were just going to be digital.
right, or digital only. I don't know what Martha is Dead
Yeah.
is, but they did that.
They
They did Crisis 2 like for the Switch. Wow.
Nice. I always called those games stress test the video game.
They have a lot of garbage right now, but they do good ones.
We're gonna get the sponsorship. Yeah, don't.
Oh, sorry. I mean, they're all great.
And they also sell cover sheets. Like it's not even the game itself. It's literally just like the they sell you box art. Like not the box, just the paper sheet to put into.
Oh, yeah.
Which I mean, that's smart. I mean, I have a printer, but it's smart. This is a much higher quality. So just want to shout out them. Besides Derek's rude negativity towards them.
Right. I gave you money last week or a couple weeks ago, so it's okay. We'll call it even.
Yeah, we'll call it even. Excuse
They
me.
did a really cool Super Meat Boy one. I just saw. Comes with like a figure of him.
I think they did one for Binding of Isaac, but I don't recall. At least for the
I
Switch.
feel like they did like a while ago. Check out there.
While you're looking at that, World of Warcraft is basically losing every part of its identity because now it's letting the Horde and Alliance to raid together.
I said it before. I'm pretty sure it's so people don't have issues like queuing into things. Like the player base is just so low right now that they need to let everybody play with each other.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Once you pay for a subscription, you can make multiple characters, right?
Right. You can make a Horde and then an Alliance character.
Right. So then why? I mean, so guys, like at that point, if I want to play with my friends and they're all, I don't know, Alliance, then I just make an Alliance character that best suits what I guess, would want.
Right. That's something you plan out beforehand, before
Right.
you even start the game.
Well, update goes live in the PTR. Players will be able to create pre-made parties between Horde and Alliance players for dungeons, raids, and rated PvP. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't like that. I feel like that just not ruins, but like fundamentally changes World of Warcraft for the worse. Like, I usually solidarity and like what's the word? The mixing of races, literally in this case. It usually works. Like that's what crossplay is, more or less. But
Right.
in this instance, it's like that's like the identity. It's like you either pick Alliance or Horde, and I think they had like 2 or 3 like mutual character classes where it's like I think wasn't the pandas like the like you can be either or.
There was like different areas in some expansions where you could like interact with each other, but it was always like they were the fighting teams, so you picked a side and that was it.
Mythic Dungeon raids are yeah. It says here guilds will remain open only for single factions, as well as will heroic dungeons, skirmishes, and random battlegrounds. But players can invite opposite faction players to parties or through pre-made groups in Group Finder for Mythic Dungeons raids or rated arena / RPGs. What's RBG?
It's so they could do the what is it? RBG?
Yeah, RBG.
I assume some sort of battle thing.
What does
ranked battle.
rabies bagel girls have to do with this game? I don't know. I just don't know.
But yeah, they said there's been 2 decades worth of content with the assumption that you pick a single faction, and then that changes the story. So,
okay. I mean, it's.
It's cool. It's good for the people that like need help filling up the spots for raids and stuff like that. But like, it goes against the whole point of the game, the like lore, I guess you could say, or whatever.
It says here the Battle for Azeroth expansion ended with relative harmony between the factions, but cross faction play was not addressed at the time. The Alliance faction has steadily been dwindling in relevance when it comes to endgame content. The Horde have an advantage in world-first races and other competitive content. Well, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Why do they get better stuff?
I think all the better streamers and stuff are on the Horde instead of Alliance. So,
how come?
I don't know. I assume there's different classes that you can pick between the two. So,
well, you can now catch us in our Horde podcast stream where we're just playing Horde raids and stuff like that. Come check it out.
Right.
Yeah, because we're gonna play that for some reason. I want to talk about this. Ubisoft. I'm not sure. Did you read this article about Ubisoft and like their complete disconnect to NFTs?
This pisses me off. This and Team 17. I'm gonna double team these articles here. NFTs are stupid. All right. I said it last time when we talked about this the first time, but it's literally just a gimmick for these rich people that got rich on cryptocurrency 2 years ago just to be richer. Like, there's no point to an NFT. If I own a pixelated donkey's butt, what does that do for me in the real world? And why am I going to sell it for $5 million? Why is it worth $5 million? What is so special about worms holding holy hand grenades and then I'm rich because I own it? What does it mean?
Dude, this is what National Treasure 3 is going to be about, finding the ultimate NFT.
Where's Nicolas Cage breaking into the Smithsonian, discovering Ben Franklin's like tampon or something, and then making an NFT about it? Like,
I want to see that. That's like a great movie. I'd love to see that. Yeah, like he literally said, gamers or video game fans don't get what a digital secondary market can bring to them. Okay, like even if that's the case, why would you you make it sound like everyone's an idiot? Like, they're gonna learn to love it. Like, F you, dude. Like, okay. No. Oddly enough, I won't. I know what an NFT is, and I don't care for it. They're like, oh, trust me, you're gonna love the service. But the whole family's like, no, we won't, and don't do it. Yeah. They're like, don't worry, you'll love it. Take it. Like,
that's fine. Good luck making a game again. You sell an NFT of like Sam Fisher, and you don't own that anymore. Guess what? You're never making Splinter Cell again.
It just, they're like, oh, we're just trying to, oh wait, I like this quote. The end game is about giving players the opportunity to resell their items once they're finished with them, or they're finished playing the game itself. Okay, when they're finished with playing the game itself, that's the done deal. They're done. They don't, like.
Right. I'll throw the game out before I sell it again. Like, come on.
Or I'll give it to GameStop, you know, but what is, right. But like, okay, so you're adding like NFTs as like a reward? Like, why? No one asked for that. No one wanted that. No one, and mind you, when they announced Quartz, which is like their exchange platform, it had 31,000 dislikes compared to 1,000 likes, and they unlisted the video.
Good.
It's like,
it's stupid. There's no need for this.
You get ratioed that hard, and you just you just refuse. It's like the G4 thing. You just like. You get ratioed so hard, but you still like refuse to acknowledge that you might have made a mistake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did Team 2 do? They like just made an NFT of like the iconic worm and like in like a statue form.
Yeah. For whatever reason. What does this do for the world?
Apparently kills trees. I never see that part. I never understood. Apparently, like NFTs are like killing the environment, and I never could understand how. Or what?
No, it's all digital. What?
Apparently, apparently it takes like processing power to make an NFT, and it's like killing the.
We have to chop down trees so my computer can run this NFT.
I need to develop this NFT. So see you later, rainforest.
What is the point of this? I don't get it.
And he also says, we've made it so it's somewhat hard for people to get into it. You must purchase the game. You must play for at least 2 hours before you can start getting NFTs. So then is everyone just get the same, like, is it like achievements where everyone gets the same NFT? Because then it's not an NFT, or is it randomized?
I don't. Yeah.
At no point will we force our players to use quartz and digits. We just informed them that there is a new system that could provide them with higher value than existing ones. So really, you're just gonna throw it in our faces, right? Like, oh, you want our battle pass, and they just like scream it and throw it like giant. It's giant in your face, and then you have to exit out just to play the game. It's gonna be like that. I'm calling it.
That's so stupid for no reason.
Yeah, for no. The reason that Ubisoft is like clamoring to hope and needs extra money, because I think Breaking Point 2 was a flop. I mean, they haven't.
It did okay.
Not Vanguard. Assassin's Creed, Vikings or whatever. Valhalla. I mean, that's doing well somehow. I mean, like it's their best-selling game ever apparently.
Right.
Did
that does well still?
Did that Odyssey game do well?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
No, not Odyssey. The one with the Greeks, and it's like the Breath of the Wild knockoff.
Oh, I can't think of the name. I don't know. I think it did sell well. It was actually really good for what it was, like a new IP and everything.
Oh, Immortals Phoenix Rising.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, it came out like on every platform. I just remember I was like, it went on sale like immediately after like 2 weeks, but that's just Ubisoft MO for some reason.
That's every Ubisoft game for whatever reason. I can't do that if they're going to start doing NFTs though.
True. That's more or less true. Let's see. It says here that it was reported that by Ubisoft that it was a healthy commercial success.
Immortals?
So, yeah, that's good. I mean, it didn't throw microtransactions in your face, and there's no NFTs of Tom and Jerry going at it. It was a solid game that I didn't play because I didn't like Breath of the Wild. That's right. I'll say it. Fight me. Anyway, Rumbleverse, remember that? No? Oh, well, because it was shown at the Game Awards, I believe, right? That was where we saw it?
Yeah, for like 10 seconds. And everybody was like, what the heck is this?
And Epic's new Battle Royale game is delayed indefinitely. But a new beta test is coming soon. Wow, wait, Iron Galaxy, which is the ones making the game, is issuing refunds for early access buyers. Huh. There's got to be a huge problem then.
Yeah.
Like
they were like, wait, what are we doing? We have Fortnite.
Some execs from Fortnite like walks through the buildings like, hey, what is this office for? This is for Rumbleverse. You mean Fortnite? No, sir, this is Rumbleverse, the new game we're developing. New game?
That doesn't sound like a skin.
Did
you put Naruto in like I told you to? Yeah, we did. Now we're doing this.
Oh, you mean Fortnite Chapter 7 that we have planned, right? No, sir. This is Rumbleverse. It's a new battle. No. I don't want to hear new. I want to hear Fortnite.
I want everybody in that room fired right now.
It has to either say Fortnite or chapter in it. If it doesn't have any of those two words, and it needs Fortnite in one of the two, in no matter what the sentence structure, and you're telling me that this is not that. Yeah. You can give people refund or give them Fortnite credit.
Yeah.
Dude,
here's some V-Bucks.
I really hope I think it'd be hilarious if we get to a point with Epic where like you can either refund a game or you can get V-Bucks. I feel like it's gonna happen at some point. Like,
oh yeah.
It's like, or you could refund your money for V-Bucks and get like a 10% added value to it. That'd be hilarious. Sadly, I was kind of interested in Rumbleverse. It looked a little cartoony, but like, I don't know, a brawling battle royale. That's what I want. That's what I wanted. oh, I can't remember the name of the game. There was like it was kind of like this. It was like a fighter Absolver. That's what I want Absolver to be.
Oh yeah,
Which that
but that's
flopped.
okay. We can go play Hyperscape. Oh,
Oh.
oh no.
Dude, I was seeing the memes. It's just like finally they made the official announcement for the one player.
He can rest now.
That yeah, I mean that's a real shame. They just completely like ruined it, or not even ruined it, but just like it wasn't
They
good.
left it to die.
Right,
Yeah.
right. They like didn't advertise it at all. They in fact there was a point, and this was before you came on, where like they're like, hey, if you play this, I think it's like any other Ubisoft game, like for no matter what the reason or for however long time, you'll get $10 to use towards or no, I'm sorry. If you played Hyperscape, you'd get $10 in like Ubisoft credit.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome? I wish I did it.
Sad. I saw one of the last updates they did for the game like a couple months ago was that they had to shrink the ring down like just straight from the beginning of the game because there wasn't enough players to fill a lobby.
Oh,
So it would start at like half whatever the map would be.
oh, that's so
Yeah.
depressing. That's so
Oh
sad.
yeah.
Because I'm sure there was at least some people who like really enjoyed it.
It seemed like it had really good like movement and gunplay to it, but then they just kind of like they left it for dead. That was it.
It said the movement in Hyperscape is already perfect. The only reason why people didn't pick it up was because of the skill cap.
What?
A simple
That's
way to
never
fix the
stopped
skill cap,
anybody.
yeah, and make the game more replayable is certain character abilities. You legit have FPS that's super popular with the same idea, Rainbow Six. I mean, I guess to a degree, but unfortunately, I mean, skill cap is what gets streamers, and
Right.
I guess replayability is what gets casual people to play it.
Right.
Or that's,
And I guess with like with something like Apex Legends out already, like it's hard to like battle that, I guess.
like yeah, the market's already saturated. Like we already have the giants that are just staying there. I mean, Ubisoft had the money; they could have kept supporting it, or like trying to make it change. But it must have been so barren that would have been impossible. And this might not stop them from making another battle royale game, but they could have. They could have done something with it. I guess based on the Reddit community, they wanted character classes. They thought that would have been the solution, which
they should do it for like Assassin's Creed. Take that IP and make a battle royale.
Stop raising my hopes. I hate when you do that.
It'd be so close to the multiplayer that we'll never get again, but
that would
like
be
a battle royale of it. That would be so cool because it would be just about like assassinating and stealth kills.
That would
Ubisoft, please,
and credit us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or
you know what? Credits. Special thanks to Goons Games.
do us a solid and just bring back like the Brotherhood servers, or put it into Halo Infinity, whatever it's called.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Infinite or whatever
they're
doing.
Yeah, whatever they're doing. They're like, it's gonna be like they're like hyping it up that it's like every of Assassin's Creed into one, and I don't understand how they're gonna do that because the difference between Origin and like I don't know, Brotherhood is like night and day. It's two different like open world styles.
Right.
So again, Assassin's Creed Battle Royale, I'd totally get behind. It kind of saddens me to see a game like this die. Because I feel bad for the players who thoroughly enjoyed it.
Right.
But they're also like people are believing there's only like 2 people who are actually working in Hyperscape because no one was playing it.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, they probably gave it to like a really small team, and then that team was like, "Yeah, we're done. There's nothing we can do. Nobody's playing it."
Yes, and plus again, like they didn't advertise it at all. Yeah, I mean, like at the start, yeah, they paid streamers to like promote it for like the first like week, but you kind of need to do more than that. Like continuously for your game to at least get the launch it needs.
Yeah.
So, even though I'm sorry, I was gonna say so that's Rumble first, but that's actually Hyperscape. Oh, excuse me. You know what? I want to talk about this for a second, but PlayStation owners will finally be able to link their Discord to PSN accounts to Discord. Who cares?
I saw a notification. Did you see this? Like, I saw this pop up on my. I got like a notification from Discord. I was like, oh, did they finally put Discord on PlayStation?
Right.
No, it's just where you could see what your friend on PlayStation is playing. Like,
right?
Who cares?
That's it's like it's a small quality of life because they have like it for everything else. But I thought the whole point of PlayStation buying a minority stake was so it would have Discord on PlayStation.
Yeah. Oh, it's supposed to come. This was like the first step they said or something. Like, what? Who cares?
Like, you could have skipped this step, save some time. You know, like this step was
the app on the PlayStation. Come on.
For anyone who's watching or watches the VOD of this, I don't have a cocaine addiction. My nose is just oddly very itchy, and I've been nonstop itching at this episode. Yeah, like I don't care. I don't care that it's addiction to Reddit. I don't care people can see me playing on Xbox. I want to see this come to PlayStation. I don't even have a PlayStation. Like, it's just healthy. Like, I feel like Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation need to get their crap together and realize their party systems are outdated and suck compared to Discord. Discord is like the ultimate version of everything we've ever wanted with voice chat. Just shell out the money, have cross chat. Like, it really actually isn't that difficult because it's not using like Xbox servers and stuff like that. You know, you could do it. I don't. And Discord
just
was
let them
on
put
Xbox.
it on the systems.
Discord was on Xbox, I believe, for like the first year of the Xbox One. Discord.
Yeah, and then they took it off. I forget why they took it off, but
I'm
actually, I think you can still open it through like a web browser or something on the Xbox, but
no, yeah, I tried it. It's really jank. Like you're using like a third party way, and it's just really jank. It's not worth it all. It like crashes all the time. Still, you know, this made me question why didn't Xbox buy Discord when they're in talks? Like, they clearly had the money for Activision Blizzard, you know.
Oh, dude, I don't. They just like
they should be like, we'll see your what's it called? Your Bungie purchase, and we're gonna raise you the rest of the stakes in Discord.
Yeah,
we'll buy the majority of it. God, dude, I swear, anyone who watches is gonna look like I'm like snorting cocaine or something. I don't even have allergies. I have no idea what's going on. You know, and we were talking about the NFT Team 17 thing. We're gonna end it with this though. Actually, we got two more things. We'll end it with both. Halo Infinite says that the shop wasn't delivering on value, quality, or price. So basically everything. Now they did. Oh my god, my nose is so effing itchy. They did make the changes, and I like what they've done so far. They made it like they reworked the entire shop system and made it, you know, more worth or I guess lower price and for more. But people are still complaining, which I mean I guess that's gonna happen. But they're basically saying like, oh, we're gonna use this as like a learning experience and like see how we can change for season 2, which, you know what, at least they're fine. Yeah, at least they're honest about it. Like, at least they admitted that it was terrible at first and they're learning from it and seeing how you know how to, and you know what, at least they were honest. They didn't like do the corporate sellout where it's like, oh, you know, it was really good, we just wanted to make some adjustments, like, but they just took basically full blame and just like, you know what? Didn't work out. Everyone spoke up. We're going to just change it. And we're going to see how it's going to work and change for season 2. And you know what?
Right.
Just respect it. You know, it's like, even if you don't like the system
and
now.
Honestly, yeah. Even like it's better now. And honestly, they had there were a couple like really good bundles they had done, even though they were overpriced. Like they had that like Iron Man costume set.
Right.
The cat ears that everybody bought. Nobody complained about the price of that, you know. Like it'll be fixed. They're figuring it out. This is the first time they've ever done it. You know?
Side note: Big Team Battle still bugs, so that they need to get now. Now that
people should be pissed about that more than the story.
I like Big Team Battle, and it's ridiculous it's been this long without it. I'm just saying, like, no game mode should be bugged for this long. I don't know what the holdup is. I really don't, but it's still terrible. Last but not least, what am I, Mike Tyson? Cyberpunk 2077 was a next gen version reportedly spotted on the PS5. Apparently a late February, early March release date has also been suggested.
I still won't play it.
Yeah, it's like even when it worked, I was like,
just have no interest in that game at all. Still.
Well, not to mention we just have we just have so much for these first 2 months of the year between Extraction, which we have to still kind of finish, even though it doesn't seem like there's an actual endpoint. Pokemon Arceus,
right.
Elden Ring, Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2023 Simulator. I'm Your Daddy Edition.
Right.
Which is the 2016 version is my favorite game of all time. Everyone hates it as my gag gift, whatever. So I mean, like, well, they have to come out with this at some point. I'm pretty sure because it was promised, right? Like, which I thought it was. I thought
they said they're working
title.
On it.
I thought this was a launch title. That's why
it just
confused.
Like ran better on the systems. I don't know why they delayed the upgrade, because maybe just the game didn't work at all. But
the game didn't work at all.
But that was like that's the next big part of the game, and then the next part after that's supposed to be multiplayer still. So, and then after that's when the story DLC actually starts coming out for it.
Someone made the comment that they would have been much better off delaying the game up until this point. I get pressure to release, but they wrecked their reputation. That's so like
they literally couldn't.
Right,
it was all Warner Brothers. They literally forced the game out.
Right. So that's the problem. It's like, I'm not saying Cyberpunk they didn't technically lie, but they were also forced to release the game. Like they didn't have a choice from the shareholders. They could only delay it so many times, and then they're like, no, now you have to release it.
Right.
So, and then they still got sued by the shareholders. So it was a lose-lose situation. But they might have overpromised, which is on their end. Like they probably told the shareholders what they can get done in this amount of time, and then kind of overshot it, and over. Well, either way. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like I wish they gave him more time. I feel like it needed, if it was a launch title and it worked for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, this, maybe we wouldn't have as many problems, but it just wasn't meant to run on previous gen. You can clearly tell.
No, that was the problem too, is they designed it for old systems that are obsolete.
Right. And it was so ambitious that like it needed to be on this. And it needed to be on this generation.
Right.
Maybe they were working on it so long and it changed enough hands where like it kind of got I almost said messed. Damn up. My throat's super dry. I forgot to mention this before we go. This is pretty big to me. Call of Duty, this is the last one, guys. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is reportedly being made by 11 different studios. That is terrible. That's stupid. That's way too many hands in the pot. That's how you get a super buggy game. I understand they need the help, all the help they can get to, I guess at this point, release a Call of Duty on time. But that is an absurd amount of studios. Like an absolute absurd. 11 different studios. Like that's so cruel. Because like first you think, oh, like that means there's so many people working on it. It's going to be great. But like that only applies if it's in the same house. Because once you're in different areas, like, different studios in this case, like all hell breaks loose. Because then you need Treyarch to work on zombies. And let's just say they're the only ones working on zombies. They have to coordinate with like the Battle Pass people or someone else, like for skins and stuff. Activision in general. I'm sorry. They actually have the, so it's like everyone. All the studios, Treyarch, Activision, Raven, Sledgehammer, Demonware, High Moon Studios, Toys for Bob, and Phoenix. So all of Activision.
Why? Why is Toys for Bob working on this game? What are they doing?
Like this must be damage control because they know how Bosch Vanguard was on release and they can't handle it again. That's just my guess, especially since the Microsoft acquisition won't happen until at least next year. And I mean, I imagine they could still back out. I don't see a reason why they couldn't.
Right.
But I mean, I'm sure it'll still go through either way. Either way, like that, you need that many studios. Like that. I would love to know a breakdown. Like Obviously, Treyarch.
I want to know what each studio is doing and focusing on.
Do you remember in Fallout 3 when there was the like the slave trade side quest where you like knock out people and put like collars on them and then they had to run or they'll explode?
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's what I imagine what's like Activision Activision Blizzard right now. They're like, all right, Treyarch, here's your yearly collar, so work on zombies or die. Toys for Bob, great news! You earned a collar. Cling.
Oh, you're not making a Crash game right now? Cool, come over here.
Sir, we have no idea what we're doing. We're a platformer. Figure it out. Add platforming to Call of Duty. How? And why?
God. Yeah, it's gonna be a mess.
I don't know what Demonware or High Moon Studios does, nor Beanox to be perfectly honest. But we have to. We know Treyarch's working on zombies. I'm going to assume another company's helping them on zombies, or at least I'm hoping. I'm hoping they're not like in the coal mines of Activision Blizzard and just like zombies at this point. Activision's Activision. Raven is working. Raven is the studio behind Warzone. So, I mean, maybe they're just collaborating and making sure that like both are on the same wavelength. But
I assume so.
Sledgehammer? Really? Like, why? At least Sledgehammer, Demonware, High Moon, Toys for Bob, and Beanox. And we have no idea what any of them are doing.
Right.
And Sledgehammer should be working on its version of Call of Duty.
Right. Sledgehammer should be dissolved, honestly, and just become part of Treyarch and Raven again. And just, that's it. We don't need 3 companies working on Call of Duty every other year.
Well, I mean, they did that originally because they're like, you can't have a yearly Call of Duty release like based on the time frame you're given for us to make a game, because they're basically only gave them like a year to 2 years to make a Call of Duty, and that's just not enough time anymore. But now I'd argue you need a 4th studio. Like if you wanted yearly Call of Duties at this point, you would need 4 studios. You need they give them 3 years for a refined Call of Duty, because at this point it's just not enough.
Oh yeah,
and I assume again, Treyarch is just doomed to zombies until it's their turn. They're like, now we gotta make the whole game.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough. And you know what though, Treyarch still kills it. Like the Cold War campaign was pretty good still. So
yeah, but the Vanguard zombies though, terrible. Like,
oh yeah, they're pooped. They need to take a break.
They need to take a break. Yeah, they need time. I don't know. But that's right. That's the awkward pause for the outro button. That's the show, guys. My throat's super dry. I ran out of water like 20 minutes in.
I do.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Literally everywhere. We got gameplay videos basically coming out every day at this point. We're gonna have more for Dying Light 2. So that'll be fun. Twitch,
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. That's about it, right? I mean, YouTube, TikTok,
YouTube,
Twitter.
Website.
Yeah, website. Yes, website. Tell your friends, family, neighbors, political rivals, HVAC guys, the person you bully or get bullied by.
The garbage man.
Garbage man. Yes. Tell everyone. We are trying to make this into a job. We love you guys. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.